The atmosphere at the Palace of Auburn Hills was electric. Boxing fans from around the world had marked this date on their calendars, October 20th, 2000. It was the night Iron Mike Tyson would face off against Andrew Golota, a matchup that promised to be more than just a fight. It was a clash of titans. Tyson's early dominance was evident. From the start of the bout, his strategy was clear: don't give Golota a moment's rest. With each punch he threw, Iron Mike was writing a sentence in the air, one that Golota seemed unable to read. Tyson's speed and precision were overwhelming, and each connection with Golota's face was a reminder of the power that had taken Tyson to the pinnacle of boxing. Golota, on the other hand, was no stranger to the ring. He knew the taste of leather and the adrenaline of the fight, but that night, facing Tyson, each dodge was a second won, each block a small victory in a battle that seemed lost from the first bell. The crowd watched, some hoping for a miracle, others simply absorbing the lesson in power that Tyson was imparting with every move. The first round was a statement of intent. Tyson wasn't there to dance around Golota, he was there to show he was still the ultimate predator of the ring. And as Golota absorbed the punishment, his corner desperately sought an answer, a strategy, something that could change the inevitable course of the fight. The bell rang, ending the first round, but the story was already written. Golota returned to his corner, his face a map of Tyson's fury. The seconds worked quickly, trying to repair the damage, offering words of encouragement, but the looks exchanged between them needed no translation. They knew the storm was just beginning, and surviving it would require more than tactics and will. As the second round unfolded, Tyson maintained his focus and ferocity. Golota, hoping to change the fight's direction, sought any chance to counterattack. However, Tyson's skill and experience were evident. Every move was calculated, every punch had a purpose. Then, in a moment that seemed suspended in time, Tyson found his opening. With the precision of a hunter, he threw a right hook that slipped through Golota's defense. The impact was immediate and devastating. Golota fell to the canvas, his body hitting the floor with a dull thud that echoed throughout the stadium. The crowd held its breath as Golota struggled to recover. His pride wouldn't let him stay down, his fighter's spirit drove him to rise. And rise he did, beating the count of 10, showing he wasn't ready to give up. The bell rang, and Golota returned to his corner, his gaze now a mix of determination and the harsh reality of the situation. This moment was a turning point in the fight, a reminder of the power Tyson held in his fists and the resilience Golota had in his heart. The battle continued, but this decisive blow made it clear that Tyson sought not just victory but also a lasting mark on boxing history. Despite the knockdown, Golota's fighting spirit refused to yield to adversity. In his corner, surrounded by his team, Golota found a moment of respite and recovery. The seconds worked urgently, applying ice and tactical advice, trying to restore the Polish boxer's confidence. With the bell for the second round, Golota returned to the ring. His gaze reflected a mix of determination and the harsh reality of his situation. Facing him, Tyson waited, ready to continue his assault. Golota knew he had to change his approach, that every second in the ring was valuable, and he still had a chance to turn the fight around. The crowd watched attentively, some hoping for a dramatic turn in the fight, others simply admiring Golota's tenacity against such a formidable opponent. With each move, Golota showed he wasn't ready to be counted out. He beat the count of 10, stayed on his feet, and faced Tyson once again, ready to continue the battle in the ring. The marks of the contest were evident. Swelling marked his left cheek, and a cut opened above his brow, testaments to Tyson's powerful punches. Despite the injuries, Golota stood firm, his unyielding will. Tyson, for his part, watched his opponent, analyzing the wounds like a surgeon before continuing his work. The tension was palpable, each spectator knew they were witnessing a pivotal moment in boxing history. Golota, with each step, each dodge, fought not just against Tyson but also against his own body, which began to yield to the force of nature in front of him. The fight continued, and though the wounds were clear, Golota's fighting spirit remained intact, defying the odds and seeking a way to overcome the legendary Tyson. As the fight progressed, Tyson adjusted his focus. His initial strategy of precision and technique gave way to a more chaotic attack, a tactic that seemed to seek overwhelming Golota with a series of powerful and less predictable punches. Golota, facing this new wave of aggression, tried to adapt. His defense, though strong, began to show cracks under Tyson's relentless offense. The crowd, witnessing this change, wondered if Golota would find a way to counter the brute force coming his way. Tyson, with each punch thrown, seemed eager to end the fight at any moment, seeking that definitive blow to end the encounter. Golota, for his part, resisted as best he could, aware that each round that passed was a victory in itself. The battle in the ring became a test of will and resistance. Golota, with each clinch, each evasive move, fought to stay on his feet, while Tyson, with his change in strategy, sought to close the night with his devastating signature move. As they continued fighting, Golota found himself increasingly on the defensive, using the clinch as a tactic to halt Tyson's power and seek a breather. Tyson, impatient with this strategy, tried to separate to continue his assault. Golota, for his part, tried to keep Tyson at bay, although his punches seemed to lack the necessary force to push back the former world champion. Golota's frustration was evident. Each failed attempt to land a significant blow seemed to diminish his confidence. The crowd, witnessing this duel of wills, awaited to see if Golota could find a way to turn the situation around. But Tyson, with his experience and hunter's instinct, was not willing to let the fight slip from his grasp. Tyson's determination was reflected in each punch thrown, each move made, always seeking the opportunity to end the fight. The bell rang, marking the end of the round, and both boxers returned to their corners. Golota, exhausted but still standing, received advice from his team, while Tyson remained focused, ready to continue the pressure in the next round. Tyson once again demonstrated his ability to dominate the ring. After a less technical exchange of punches, Tyson recalibrated his approach and began to land a series of more calculated and effective combinations. Golota, already marked by the signs of battle, tried to stay afloat amidst the tide of punches Tyson was throwing at him. Golota's defense was crumbling under the constant pressure, and each punch Tyson landed seemed to diminish his hopes of a possible comeback. The crowd was on the edge of their seats, each feeling the weight of the punches echoing in the stadium. Tyson, with the precision of a ring master, executed each move with a clear intention to end the fight and reaffirm his dominance. With each passing second, Tyson reinforced his position as the main predator of the ring, and Golota, despite his bravery and resistance, seemed increasingly overwhelmed by the living legend in front of him. The bell rang, ending the round, and everyone knew the end was near. Golota's surrender came, a moment no one anticipated, and marked the end of the fight. After bravely resisting for 2 rounds against Tyson's relentless force, Golota found himself in his corner, visibly affected by the punishment received. Despite his team's efforts to motivate him and prepare him to continue, Golota made a decision that surprised everyone. With a simple phrase, "I quit," he expressed his desire not to continue the fight. His trainer and team tried to convince him otherwise, but Golota was determined. His safety and well-being were at stake, and at that moment, he chose to preserve them. The crowd, in a state of shock and confusion, tried to process what had just happened. Tyson, in his corner, remained ready to continue, but Golota's decision sealed the fight's fate. The bell that should have signaled the start of the 3rd round never rang for Golota. This act of surrender was a dramatic turn on an already intense night. Although Tyson was initially declared the winner by abandonment, the final result of the fight would be affected by subsequent events. However, at that moment, Golota's decision not to continue was the highlight of a night that will be etched in the memory of boxing fans. The fight had reached an unexpected conclusion, not by a knockout or the final bell, but by Golota's surrender. The victory initially awarded to Tyson by abandonment reflected the intensity and dominance he had shown during the fight. However, the fight's outcome took an unexpected turn. Post-fight analysis revealed that Tyson had tested positive for drugs, leading to the official result being changed to a no contest. This outcome did not detract from the drama of the night, but added a layer of controversy to Tyson's already complex story. Despite this setback, the fight against Golota remains etched in collective memory as another demonstration of Tyson's prowess in the ring. Iron Mike had faced a beast of the ring, a man who showed formidable resilience but ultimately had to acknowledge the champion of champions' supremacy. Tyson, with his unmistakable style and majestic presence, had once again shown why his legacy is so great. Although the night ended on a note of uncertainty, the encounter between Tyson and Golota will remain a testament to the passion, strength, and drama that only boxing can offer. Following the controversial bout between Mike Tyson and Andrew Golota, several professional consequences ensued. Golota was heavily criticized for his decision to quit the fight, affecting his reputation. However, it was revealed he had suffered serious injuries, justifying his withdrawal. Tyson, on the other hand, returned to the ring after a suspension, and although initially declared the winner, the result was changed to a no contest after testing positive for drugs. This event underscored the importance of boxer safety and sparked a debate on ethics in boxing. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This way, you'll stay updated on more exciting content and won't miss any details of the most epic fights in boxing history. See you in the next video.